Welcome back to another episode. We head out to the Atherton Tablelands where we check out Australia's largest privately owned museum. We then head south and we get to see two of our must-see Aussie animals. And we also treat ourselves with a day on the Thundercat and cruise around the Whitsundays. The Herberton Historical Village is Australia's largest privately owned museum. It is set on 16 acres with more than 60 restored period buildings. From blacksmiths to newspaper printers, fashion to tractors, schools to pubs and antique cars to pharmaceuticals, this place really takes you right back to the 1880s. You get to walk through the 130-year-old homestead called the Elders Isle House. And honestly, if you love history and a lot of old things, this place is truly an experience you do not want to miss. I loved this place. It took us about 2 days to explore. Your ticket gets you a 3-day entry. They have a heap of working displays on certain days and at certain times. They've got blacksmiths, newspaper printers, the tractors get started up, so there really is something for everyone. There is also a cafe on site where you can take a break, order a coffee and some lunch, and then go and explore again. There is honestly so much to see. After a couple of days in Herberton, we started to drive back towards the coast. We drove via the famous waterfall circuit where we visited many waterfalls including Milla and Zilly. I definitely could not get enough of all these waterfalls. They're all just so different. We made it back to the coast and checked out Babinda boulders. We spotted one of our bucket list animals, the cassowary. After a night in Townsville and Bowen and then catching up with a friend in Collinsville for a few days, we arrived at Dingo Beach. Dingo Beach is in the Whitsunday Region. It's located just north of Airlie Beach near Cape Gloucester. It is a small seaside town with a population of about 160 people, with a pub, a petrol station, and a small convenience store. We stayed one night here before heading in to Airlie Beach. Set off in the Thundercat around 8:30 in the morning. We snorkeled for a couple of hours, then we walked around the famous Whitsunday Island. We hiked to Hill Inlet Lookout and found a gorgeous beach with next to no one around called Betty's Beach.
So just on our way to Eungella National Park, which is about 80 k's east of Mackay in Queensland. I just had a night at a free camp in Garbutt.
Yep.
So we're off to Eungella National Park. Now what are we going to Eungella for, Taylor?
We're going to see the platypus.
We'll try and see a platypus.
So where we're staying is actually only 50 or so k's from the actual national park. So we're just going to base ourselves there, and if it takes us 2 days to experience the whole national park, then we will. We love a free camp. The platypus is a semi-aquatic, egg-laying mammal that is native to Australia and often referred to as the duck-billed platypus. It's famous for its odd appearance with a duck-shaped bill, a beaver-like tail, and feet like an otter. They are so odd that the first scientists to encounter them actually thought they were fake. They hunt freshwater crustaceans such as shrimp and crayfish, and they hunt using their bills, which sense both movement and electric signals produced by other moving animals. They are nocturnal but are also very active during the sunset and sunrise hours. They are rare, elusive, and are now legally protected in Australia.
So, we did it. We managed to find one. Found two. And get them both on film. Plenty of pictures of it. So, yeah, awesome day. Speaking for myself.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was really, really good.
I think for anybody that doesn't know much about it, definitely come. You could probably stay up here if you weren't towing a big van. Lots of little sort of camper vans, but camper trailers and stuff. We're staying at the national park. I think it's like $6.60 a person or something.
Really cheap.
It's pretty cheap to stay. We sort of got warned off it because we were towing, but yeah.
When we come up, it was quite easy, so towing our little boat probably wouldn't have been an issue. Yeah, when we got to Broken River, which is where we saw the platypus, there's actually a campsite right next to the river, so we probably could have stayed there. It's national park, so like Pete said before, $6.65 or something each. And then there's also camping out at the dam, Eungella Dam. So there's heaps of options to camp up here, but yeah, I wouldn't tow a big caravan.
If you are wanting to see them, there are certain times of the day that are better than others, and we didn't know that. It sort of makes a lot of sense now because most animals are up early and then they go away during the heat of the day, which is exactly what happens with these platypus as well. So we got there at like 11 o'clock and there was no sign of him, so we sort of went away and explored a little bit more of the area and then came back about 3 o'clock, and we were just lucky that we spotted one, saving us another trip down and then back up till we did see one. So yeah, if anybody ever wants to go and have a look at them, they're there. People see heaps of them apparently, so just time it right and probably stay locally, I'd say. And then you can get up early in the morning, and if you don't see one in the first hour or so, then maybe go back to bed or whatever.
Tomorrow we're going to have a look at Finch Hatton Gorge.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to stay at the free camp again, and then it's only a short, I think it's only 30 k's.
Yeah, it's on the way to Eungella.
But you don't have to go up the range as far, so
probably take the boat with us tomorrow, and then go and have a look at that.
see you later. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and like if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out our Instagram and Facebook pages. And keep an eye out for our next episode where we head inland and check out more of Queensland's awesome national parks.